Here the first question. So in this sessions, most of the questions are comparatively easier type of question, not much complicated one. So you can easily do most of the questions. Here the first one, the lowest 4-digit number which is exactly divisible by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So here we have to find out lowest 4-digit number. So that should be divisible by these all values. So in which way we can find out? First of all, you just think about which is the lowest number which is divisible by these all numbers. That is nothing but the LCM, least common multiple of these values 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what is the LCM of these all values? While considering the LCM of these whole set of values, you can avoid this 2 and 3 because 6 is a multiple of both the 2 and 3. So rest you have to consider these all values. So while considering these all values, what is the easiest way? I will teach you what is a tricky way to reach the conclusion of the LCM whenever we are considering similar set of numbers. It's easy to find out what is the LCM of these three numbers 4, 5 and 6. So here the LCM is 60. So that is 60. So then we are considering it with the 7. So what is the LCM? So that is the product of those two values 60 into 7. So what is the LCM there? Because the LCM is 420. So understand the method. Here first we can avoid this 2 and 3 because the 6 is a multiple of 2 and 3. So therefore think about what is LCM of 4, 5 and 6. So here the LCM of 4, 5 and 6, that's equal to 60. How to do it? Here 4 and 6. What is LCM? 4 and 6. So that is 12. LCM means least common multiple, which is the least number that can be exactly divisible by these numbers. Then when we connect it with the 5, 12 into 5, because 12 and 5 doesn't have any common factor. So that is 60, 60 into 7, that's equal to 420. So this is the least such number. But we need to find out least such 4-digit number. So therefore, here we have to find out least such 4-digit number. 4-digit number. So that is the least 4-digit multiple of 420. So we can easily do, suppose 2 times of 420, that will be equal to 840. So therefore we have to consider 3 times of 420. So that is 420 into 3. So what it will become? 1260. So this is the such least 4-digit number. Hence the answer is option 4. Consider the next question. So it's a simplification type question. Again, not much complicated one, easiest one. Here consider 10 into 10 into 10 divided by 20 divided by 10 into 10 minus 10 plus 6. So from where we have to start the operation. So here the operation, I just rewrite the question here. 10 into 10 into 10 divided by 20. There is a bracket. Divided by 10 into 10 minus 10 plus 6. First of all, we have to operate with this bracket. So here, first what we have to do, this 20 divided by 10. Or that value that's equal to 2. So here we can do it directly. So while we are considering this step of operation, here this is equal to this portion. This is equal to 2. So 2 into 10 minus 10. So what it is? So 2 into 10. So that's equal to 20 minus 10. So that's equal to 10. So therefore this output, this entire output, so that is equal to 10. So what is the next step of operation? Here we have to consider this 10 by 10. So what about this step of operation? This will be equal to 10 into 10 into 10 divided by this 10 plus 6. Got it? So while we are considering this operation, so what it is? This is 1. This is 10 into 10 into 1 plus 6. 10 into 10, that's equal to 100 plus 6. So this is 100 plus 6. And the answer is 106. So the answer is option 3. So there we are applying the hierarchy of mathematical operation or the BODMAS rules. Find the number which when multiplied by 16 is increased by 225. Increased by, that's the important part. Suppose we just consider a number x. When we multiply it with the 16, it's increased by, that means x plus 225. So that's simple logic. So take this x towards left side. This is 16x minus x is equal to 225, or that as 15x equal to 225. So therefore, what is the value of x? So this is 225 divided by 15. As we know, this 225 is square of 15. Therefore, what is the answer here? So answer is 15. Answer is option 3. So understand that algebraic translation part. How to convert the given statement in the form of equation or algebraic formation. Like that, we can do it. The next question, the value of 51 divided by 17 divided by 3. If you are considering such successive division form, so what do you have to do? You just directly do it. So 51 only on numerator. So the values immediately after the division sign, that should be in the denominator. Hence this denominator we can combine it together. So we know that this 17 into 3, that is also equal to 51. So this is simply 51 by 51. Hence the answer is option 4, 1. Got it? The next question. A man riding his cycles covers 150 meters in 25 seconds. What is his speed in kilometer per hour? First of all, you just consider. So how to find out speed? So here the basic ideas. So how to find out speed? Speed is nothing but distance by time. And how to convert a meters per second into kilometer per hour? Suppose x meters per second. If we want to convert it into kilometers per hour, so we have to multiply it by 18 by 5. 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. So here, consider the given quantity, that is 150 meters, 25 seconds. So if you are considering, or if you are applying these results, so what is the distance here? Here, the distance, we can apply that one. Distance is equal to 150 meter and time is seconds. So these are in the corresponding unit, meter and second. So we can find out it, what is 150 by 25? So that is 6 meters per second. 6 meters per second. Therefore, how we can convert the 6 meters per second in kilometer per hour? 6 into 18 by 5. So just simplify this one. Here, what is 6 into 18? So here, if you are multiplying this one, 48, 4 is there. So that is 108 by 5. So this much kilometer per hour. Got it? So this 108 by 5, what it is, this is equal to its simplified value is 21.6. So the answer is 21.6 kilometer per hour. So the answer is option 2. So understand that conversion, here the units are matching in the given data. That means distance in meter and time in seconds. So we can find the speed in meters per second. After that, our answers are in kilometer per hour. So how to convert a meters per second into kilometer per hour? Just multiply it with 18 by 5. The next question, 1,200 meter long train crosses a tree in 120 seconds. How much time will it take to pass a platform of 700 meter long? Here, a 1,200 meter long train crosses a tree in 120 seconds. When a train crosses a tree, at that time, the distance covered is the length of the train itself, because the width of the tree is comparatively negligible. So therefore, from the first statement, what's the inference we will get? For covering this 1,200 meter, this train required 120 seconds. So it's a tricky unitary type of approach. Consider the second situation. This time, the same train is crossing 700-meter long platform. So when a train is crossing a platform or a bridge, at that time, what's the distance it can cover? So that's the distance. So that is equal to the length of the train plus length of the bridge or length of the platform. Here, in the second situation, this train is covering a total distance of 1200 plus 700. So which is 1900 meter. So think about what is the time or how long the train will take to cross this distance. So while observing this one, easily you can find out as 1200 in 120 seconds, 1900. Easily you can find out what is this one. This is 1900 in 190 seconds. Without doing any type of operations, you can easily catch the answer is option 4. So that's a tricky approach. Understand that distance concepts clearly, then apply the unitary method here. The next question, 28% of a number is less than 43% of the same number by 75. What is 30% of the number? So here 28% of a number is less than 43%. So here 43% of a number minus 28% of the same number is equal to 75. So this is the first statement. Whenever we are considering such a subtracted form, here both the bases are same, n. So you can combine the percentage values together. Therefore, we can write it as 43 minus 28% of n, which is equal to 75. What is 43 minus 28? So that's equal to 15%. So here 15% of the given number is 75. Do we need to find out what is the value of n? While considering the question is not to find out what is the actual value of n. Instead, we have to find out what is 30% of the number. So here, from this step, we have to catch what is 30% of the number. So it's easy to find out. 15% of a number is 75. We have to find out what is 30% of such a number. So here 30% is nothing but twice of this value. So therefore you have to take twice of this value. What is twice of this value? Which is equal to 750. In such type of questions, you don't want to find out the actual value of n. Instead, you just consider this kind of a direct relationship between the values. Like that way we can catch it. And it's a very important understanding. If the bases are same, you can subtract percentage values directly. So that's the basic logic here. 1/5 of half of a number is 20. Then 20% of a number. So here 1/5 of half of a number, suppose that number as x, of a number is 20. Then we have to find out what is 20% of that number. 20% of that number is how much? So understand, what is 20%? What is the corresponding fraction of 20%? 20% is nothing but 20 by 100, or we can simplify it as 1 by 5 of x is how much? So while we are considering this given expression here, 1 by 5 and x, keep these two values here. Take this 2 towards right side. So what happened? Finally, we can conclude. So this value, it will become 1 by 5 of x equal to 20 into this 2. So which is equal to 40. So that means 20% of that number is equal to 40. So from this data, we can rearrange the values like this. Therefore, the answer is option 4. So these all are very simple questions. But whenever we will get simple questions at that, you have to perform well. So you have to answer most of the questions in a quick way. So because we have to save our time at that time. A worker suffers a 20% cut in wage, he may regain his original wage by obtaining a raise of how much percentage? Suppose we just consider the wage. So if we are considering the initial wage and final wage or the new wage. Got it? In such a situation, if you are assuming the initial wage as rupees 100, so there is a cut of 20%, therefore the final wage as 80. Or its simplified value we can write this is 5, this is 4, because these are the representative values. Here we have to obtaining means, or we have to consider this person required to reach his initial wage. So what is the percentage of rise it's required? Therefore, here we just consider if we need to make this value as 5. So that's a return process from 4 to 5. What is the required increase? So here we know that it's increased by 1 from 4. So therefore the required percentage of increase. So required percentage of increase. So that is equal to 1 by 4 into 100%. So what is 1 by 4 into 100%? So that is equal to 25%. So that's an important concept. So that's an inverse type of approach here. So now we can consider the next question. Electric tax is increased by 20% and its consumption is decreased by 20%. Then change in the expenditure is. In such a question, here tax is increased and consumption is decreased. Suppose we just consider what is the variation occurred in its expenditure. So here we can consider a direct result, tax and consumption. So then how it will affect on expenditure. Got it? So here, thus we are considering like this. The product of tax into consumption, that will be equal to expenditure. Here tax is in the form of price per unit, we just consider. Or at least in the case of expenditure in tax, like that we can consider. No, not the full expenditure, maybe it's related to tax related expenditure. Okay, so here if tax is increased by X% and consumption is varied by Y%. So it's may increase or decrease, whatever it is. So we can consider it's a direct application. So the expenditure, that means the product, what's change occurred in product. So that is X plus Y plus XY by 100%. Got it? X plus Y plus XY by 100%. Here, the trick, both these values are same, 20%, 20%. But one is increased by 20%, another is decreased by 20%. That's a very important requirement. Suppose one quantity it's increased by R%, then another one it's decreased by R%. As per result, how we can write this one? Here, the first value that has positive R and second value minus R. So when both the values are in different signs, therefore their product will become negative. So this is R into R by 100 as per this result. So this is the variation. While observing this variation, here we know that this R become cancelled. So ultimately, what's the variation occurred here? So this is nothing but R square by 100% decrease. Got it? So this is R square by 100% decrease. Or we can consider it's like this, R square by 100% decrease. So that's the result. So when we are considering such a situation, so here 20% increase and 20% decrease. 20% increase and followed with 20% decrease. So the net variation is 20 square by 100% decrease. So what is 20 square? 20 square is equal to 400 by 100. So that is 4% decrease. So it's a very important result. So whenever we are considering similar type of questions, which are the other similar kind of situations? So price of a commodity is increased by 20% and its consumption is decreased by 20%, then what's the variation occurred in its expenditure? You can apply this result. Speed of a car is increased by 20% and the time for journey is decreased by 20%, then what's the variation occurred in the distance it covered? Length of a rectangle is increased by 20%, breadth is decreased by 20%. What's the variation occurred in its area? Only in area. So in those types of all the situations, we can apply this result. Arun buys an article with a 25% discount on its marked price. He makes a profit of 10% of selling it at rupees 660. The marked price is. So here, Arun buys an article at 25% discount on it. Its marked price. He makes a profit of 10% of selling it at rupees 660. So how we can connect it? So here we are starting it from 660. So first we are considering here this is selling price. Selling price is 660. So what is the profit he made? That is 10%. Therefore, we can say this is 110% of cost price. So that is 660. The cost price is 110%. Therefore, what is cost price? That is 660 divided by 110 into 100. So which is equal to 600 rupee. And this he received or he bought this product at rupees 600. So after a discount of 25%, there is a discount of 25%. So what is this value? If there is a discount of 25%, therefore we can say 75% of marked price is 600. 75% of a marked price is 600. So therefore, what is the marked price here? From this step we can consider. So therefore, the marked price is 600 divided by 75 into 100. Got it? Or this is 600 into 4 by 3. So after simplifying this one, what we will get? So this is equal to rupees 800. So this way we can catch it chain by chain. First you have to find out what was the cost price. From there you have to find out what is the marked price. Through this way we can catch. So what is another logical approach for this types of question? That's a unitary type of approach. I just teach you what is the unitary type of method here. So here we just consider. First there is a marked price. Second there is a cost price and selling price. Understand the selling price is nothing but the product this particular person sold. So here it is given that marked price as 100, there is a discount of 25%. Therefore, we can consider the values like this. That is 100 and 75. And the next one, he made a profit of 10%. So there we just consider if it is 100, this is 110. Correct? It's 100, this is 110. So we are going to frame a ratio. So for that purpose, I just make a simplification here. While we are considering the values, this is 25 into 4. This is 25 into 3. So while we are considering these two things, this is 10 and this is 11. Got it? So you just combine these ratios. How to combine this one? Here, if you are simplifying this one, here we just consider while combining the ratios. So you just take these two values, 3 and 10. So that is 30. You just express those two values, cost price as 30. These are representing values. Here we just consider this 4. This 3 is representing 30 through a multiplication by 10. Therefore, this value also we have to multiply by 10. So therefore, this 4 is nothing but it represents 40. And while we are considering this 11, its corresponding value, that is 10, is written as 30. That means through a multiplication by 3. Here this value also we have to multiply by 3. So these are the ratios, marked price, cost price, selling price. And it is given that he sold the article at rupees 660. That means this 33 is representing rupees 660. We have to find out what was the marked price. Got it? Think about it. If 33 is rupees 660, 33 into 20 will be equal to 660. Therefore, 40 into 20. So that is equal to 800. So this is the ratio kind of approach. Through this way also we can catch the answer of this question. What would be the compound interest on rupees 3,200 at 25% per annum for 3 years? So 25%. We know that 25%. So that is 1/4 of something. So there we have the result. How to find out the compound interest? compound interest, that is amount minus principal. And compound interest for 3 years, so that is P into 1 plus R by 100, the whole cube. So this is the amount for 3 years. First you have to find out, then subtract P from this value. This is a step of operation. This way we can catch it. Or while we are considering this step of operation, this is 3200 and this is 1 plus 25%, we can write it as 1 by 4, the whole cube, minus, so P, that is 3200. So like this way we can catch. Or this is 3200 and this will be 5 by 4, the whole cube. So minus 1. We can take 3200 as common. So like this way we can catch. So how it will be? So after simplifying this one, so this is equal to, it's for the step of operations we can write here. This is 3200 into, this value is 125 by 64 minus 1. So this is 3200, 125 minus 64 by 64. So this is 3200 into 125 minus 64, we just consider that's equal to 61 by 64. So while we are simplifying this one, this is equal to 50. So what it will become? 0, 5. So that is 3050. So this is the answer. This way we can catch the answer of this question. But instead of doing like this, there is an easy direct way to reach a conclusion of similar type of question. That's the most easiest way. As the values are quite convenient. Here the principal, that is 3200 and the rate is 1 by 4. First of all, we just consider what is cost price 1. Cost price 1 means that's the cost price for the first year. What is cost price 1 here? So that is 1 by 4 of 3200 or 25% of 3200. What it is? This is equal to 800. And cost price 2. So that is this first year's interest. First year's interest, compound interest 2, we are going to find out. That's the first year's interest plus 1/4 of that value. So what is 1/4 of 800? That's equal to 200. So just while we are adding this one, this is 1000. And the next one, compound interest for third year. That is 1000 plus 1/4 of 1000. Good. So while we are adding this one, this is 1/4 of 1000, that's equal to 250. 1000 plus 250, that is 1250. So these are 3 years compound interest. Separately we found it and just add up together. So for getting the total compound interest for 3 years, so here compound interest for 3 years we have to consider. So add these values. This is 0, this is 5, 10, this is 3. So here also we will get 3050 as the total interest for these 3 years. So this is an easiest way. The next question, 0.7 of one number is equal to 0.075 of another number. What is the ratio of the numbers? Here we just consider the numbers are x and y. These are the numbers. It is given that 0.7 of one number, 0.7 of one number, which is equal to 0.75 of another number. Or if we are writing this one x by y, what is x by y? So 0.075 by 0.7. For avoiding the decimal complexity, we just multiply both the values by 1000. When we multiplied both the values by 1000, so here 1000, so denominator also 1000. So what's the change occurred here? So this is 75 by 700. So while simplifying this one, both these values are multiples of 25. So this is 25 into 3. This is 28. So therefore, what is the ratio here? So here, if you are converting this fraction in the form of ratio, this is 3:28. So answer is option 2. So that is 3:28. The ratio between Jairaj's and Vishnu's age at present 2:3. Jairaj is 6 years younger than Vishnu. The ratio of Jairaj's age to Vishnu's age after 6 years will be. That's a tricky question here. 6 years younger than, therefore 6 years will be. So what do you have to consider? Jairaj and Vishnu. We just consider those two persons' age. We are going to write here. Got it? So Jairaj and Vishnu. And at present. So here, present ages are in the ratio 2:3. Now think about what's the difference between their ages. It is given that the difference between their ages, so that is 6 years. It is given that their ages, that's represented by 1. So that 1 is representing 6 years. Therefore, we have to consider the ratio of the ages of these persons after 6 years. So here we have to consider this 1 is representing 6 years. Therefore, how much we have to add here? So if you are adding a 1, so that means that 1 is also representing 6 years. Here also a 1. So that 1 is also representing 6 years. Then we will get the resultant fractions. Here we just consider if it will be 2 plus 1, what it is? 3. 3 plus 1, that is 4. Correct? So because this, in this illustration, this one is representing 6 years already. And we have to consider the 6 years for the moment from this initial situation. So therefore, we can use the same one from ratio value for finding the new ratio. Just add 1 to both the quantities. Here we will get the final ratio as 3:4. So that's a simple trick. So therefore, we don't want to find out the ages of those two persons individually. Instead, through the help of ratio, we can easily catch it. Next question. If x char y is equal to x plus y plus root xy, find the value of. So it's an operator-based question. This is x char y. It's defined as x plus y plus root of x into y. So here, the value is 6 star 24. So how we can do 6 plus 24 plus 6 into 24, the whole root. What is 6 plus 24? That is 30 plus root of, while we are multiplying this one, this is equal to 144. So therefore 30 plus what is root of 144? That's equal to 12, which is equal to 42. And the answer is option 2. Okay, then move to the next question. Here, given root 2 equal to 1.414, the root 8 plus 2 root 32 minus 3 into root 128 plus 2 root 4 root 50. So here, this type of question, how to do it? If you are considering root 8, so root 8 plus, or root 8, how we can convert it to root 8? We can write it as 2 root 2. And how we can write this 2 root 32? So this is 2 into root 32. Root 32, how we can convert? Root 32 is equal to 16 into 2, right? 16 is 4, therefore 4 root 2, which is equal to 8 root 2. And what about 3 into root 128? Root 128. This 128 is nothing but 64 into 2. So 64 we can take outside, therefore that is 8 root 2. This 128 we can write it like this. So therefore this is equal to 24 root 2. And the last one, 4 root 50, 4 root 50. So this 50 we can write as 5 root 2, because 50 is nothing but 25 into 2. So this is 20 root 2. So these are the values. So then we have to consider the operator. Here root 8 plus 2 root 2. Root 8 we got, that is 2 root 2 plus. Second one 2 root 32. We already got, that's equal to 8 root 2 minus 3 into root 128. We got, that's equal to 24 root 2. And finally plus 20 root 2. So this is the expression. So here, while we are considering these all expressions, all these values in terms of root 2. So therefore, we just add up together while we are considering the positive values together. So this is 2 root 2 plus 8 root 2 plus 20 root 2. Therefore, that is 30 root 2 minus 24 root 2. What is the value here? This is 6 root 2. What is root 2? So here, root 2 we assumed as 1.414. 1.414. So just multiply it with the 6. So that's equal to 6 into 4, 24, 2 is there, 6 plus 2, 8, 24, 2 is there, 6 plus 2, 8. So the answer is 8.484. That is option 2. So it's a third-wise operation. Here root 2 is a third. But whenever we are reaching the conclusion that each of these values ends up in the form of root 2, then we can directly act it like in the form of that algebraic operation. Got it? Here we have to treat that root 2 as an algebraic expression. And it's another tricky question here, x plus 1 by x. X plus 1 by x equal to 3. Then we have to find out x raised to 4 plus 1 by x raised to 4. First of all, we just consider if you are squaring this expression, squaring. So what happened? This is x plus 1 by x the whole square. So that is 3 square. So expanding this one, this is x square plus 1 by x square plus 2 into x into 1 by x is equal to 9. What happened here? This will become 2. So therefore, x square plus 1 by x square. So that is 9 minus 2, which is equal to 7. If you need to find out x raised to 4 plus 1 by x raised to 4, we have to again square this expression. So while squaring this one, if you are again squaring this expression, so here squaring again, what happened? X square plus 1 by x square, the whole square. On right side, it is 7, therefore this is 7 square. So here also x square, the whole square, that we can write as x raised to 4 plus 1 by x raised to 4 plus 2 times of x raised to 4 into 1 by x raised to 4 is equal to 49. So here x raised to 4 into 1 by x raised to 4 becomes simplified or eliminated. Therefore, x raised to 4 plus 1 by x raised to 4 is equal to 49 minus 2, which is equal to 47. So the answer is option 2. Instead of doing the operations this much, we can consider it as a simple way. So that's the basic idea of this conversion, but quickly we can reach the conclusion. So you have to consider a result. If x plus 1 by x equal to k, then the value of x square plus 1 by x square, so that is simply k square minus 2. Got it? So that is k square minus 2. So while applying this result, here it is given that x plus 1 by x equal to 3. So therefore, x square plus 1 by x square, so that is 3 square minus 2, so which is equal to 7. So applying the same concept, now this is square square, so take the fourth power, therefore In the same concept, x raised to 4 by 1 by x raised to 4. That is again 7 square minus 2. So which is equal to 47. By using this result, we can find the answer of this question easily like this way. Next question. Find the average of the fractions 1 and 1 by 2, 2 and 1 by 3 and 1 by 3, 4 and 5 by 6. First of all, we have to find out the sum of these all values. For finding the average, so average is nothing but average is sum divided by number. Sum divided by number. First of all, we have to find out the sum of these all values. So while we are considering the sum of these values, so that is 1 and 1 by 2 plus 2 and 1 by 3 plus 3 and 1 by 3 plus 4 and 5 by 6. So while doing this types of mixed fraction, these are called mixed fractions. We can add all the integral portions together. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 integral portions together plus this fractional portions together 2, 3. So or we can take it separately. So this is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 5 by 6. In the next step, I just rewrite in the form of LCM type of approach. So while we are adding these all values, this is equal to 10 plus. So here the denominator we can keep as 6 because that is LCM. So here this numerator we have to consider this is 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 5. Correct. So this way we can consider. So what is the value here? This is 10 plus sum of these all values. So this is 12 by 6. 12 by 6. Therefore the answer is 12. So here we got sum of these all values that's equal to 12. From here we got the sum of those all fractions is equal to 12. So how many fractions here? We have 4 fractions. So therefore sum divided by number. So the average of these all observations that's equal to 3. Mithun covers a certain distance in a car at an average speed of 48 km per hour in 45 minutes. What is speed in km per hour he must maintain to cover the same distance in 30 minutes? Same distance. So distance should be same. Correct. So here we know that distance. So that is equal to speed 1 into time 1. Or if there is another one speed and time, so that is same as speed 2 into time 2. Correct. So here 48 km per hour. 48 km per hour and the time is 45 minutes. This 45 minutes we have to convert it into hours. But in this case it's not mandatory because we can consider what will be the final step or further step. So second situation, what is the speed? Speed we have to find out. So I just put that speed as S. And the time is 30. So this is 30 by 60. So here no use to put these two 6's. We can cancel it directly. So therefore we have to find out what the speed. So speed is 48 into 45 divided by 30. Simplified. Here this is 15 into 3. This is 15 into 2. So simplify these two values, that's equal to 24 into 3, which is equal to 72. So the answer is 72 km per hour. So the answer is option 4. Okay, then the next question. So two similar triangles, how? Equal sides, equal angles, both 1 and 2, none of these. So consider two similar triangles. So if you are considering two similar triangles, so one triangle like this and another one also we can consider. So these two are two similar triangles we just consider. Similar triangles means triangles are equal in shape, not mandatorily be in size, or either equal in shape. So if they are equal in size also, then those two figures are called congruent figures. Right now these are similar triangles. So in a set of similar triangles, what we can consider as common? Here if you are naming these triangle are ABC and this as PQR. If triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, angle A equal to angle P, angle B equal to angle Q, and angle C equal to angle R. Got it? So this is the basic idea. Therefore, the corresponding angles are equal. Therefore, we can conclude equal angles. The sides are proportional. Got it? So that's a concept-wise question. Next question, 12 men can do a piece of work in 16 days. In how many days? 6 men do the same work. So you can write it like this, 12 men. So they can complete the work in 16 days. 6 men. How many days? It's a simple logic. Here the number of workers decrease. Therefore, the number of days should become doubled. Or here the basic idea, product of these two values is equal to product of these two values. Therefore, this is nothing but 12 into 16 divided by 6, or this is 32 days. So that's a simple logic. Without writing the steps like this, as the number of men, initially that was 12 and finally that is 6. So it's halved, right? So the 6 is half of 12. Therefore, the days should be double of 16. So that will be equal to 32 days. That's a 1 second question. While observing the question itself, we have to reach such a conclusion. Find the least number exactly divisible by 12, 15, 20 and 27. So how to find out the least such number? So we already discussed a similar type of question. I think the first question, right, is related to how to find out such a least number. What is that least number? When we are having such a question, a number, the least number should be exactly divisible by this many numbers. That is nothing but the LCM of these all numbers. So you just simply find out what is LCM of 12, 15, 20, 27. What is the LCM? How to find out the LCM of these numbers? So instead of considering the operations like this, we can do some of the tricky logical quick method. First of all, I just teach you what is the usual method for finding the LCM of a set of numbers. For finding the LCM, what do you have to do? I just do the refer here, 15, 20, 27. So while we are considering these all numbers together, here we are following the long division method for finding the LCM. So here, some numbers are multiples of 3, some of them are multiples of 2, but there is not any common factor for all the numbers. But in most of the cases, 3 is a common factor. Therefore, I am dividing it by 3. So here, 3 into 4, this is 3 into 5. This 20 can be written in that form itself, that is 20 itself, because there is not any common factor, or 3 is not a factor of that value, that is 9. Clear? And the second one, while we are considering this set of values here again, we can divide this value by 4, right? 2 is there, 2 for only this 4 and 20. Therefore, we just divide it by 4 directly, 4. So this is 1. This 5 is not divisible. Therefore, 5 write as 5 itself. But this 20 divided by 4, what it is? 5. And this 9 cannot be divisible by 4. Therefore, 9 is write as 9 itself. And again, we are considering the next step of division. Here, 5 as a common factor. So therefore, 1 it's not divisible. So therefore, 5, that is 1, this is 1, 9 as 9 itself. It's finished. Then after that, we don't want to consider any further division. 3, 1s and 9. We just multiply these all values together. So while we are multiplying these all values together, that is 3 into 4, 12 into 5. So the 60 into 9. So that's equal to 540. So here we got that LCM is 540. So that's the easy way to reach the LCM. Or what's another tricky approach here? So whenever we are considering the values like this, if you are taking this 12 and 15 together, what is their LCM? That is 60. So 20 is also a multiple factor of 60. Therefore, we have to consider these values together. This is, so while we are considering the values, so that's a logical way to reach the LCM of a set of numbers. While we are considering these two numbers together, here the LCM is 60. So we can connect it with the 20 also, because 20 is also a factor of 60. While considering this 27, so what is an additional factor other than this 60 in this 27? 27, we know that 27 it's made with 3 and 3 into 3. So that means 3 into 9. So and 3 is already here. Therefore, we have to take this 9 also. So this is 9 into 60, which is equal to 540. So that's a factor filling type of approach. That means which are the required factor to make it as a multiple. Like that, we have to proceed it further. Then the next one, express 30 as a percentage of 45. Express 30 as a percentage of 45. So here understand the order. X as a percentage of Y. So how we can write? Understand here immediately after this of, which will be the value? That should be the base or the denominator. This will be X by Y into 100%. So this is a rule. So here 30 as a percentage of 45. 30 as a percentage of 45. So how we can write it? 30 by 45 into 100. Got it? So this is equal to 30 and 45 both are multiples of 50. So this is 2 by 3 into 100. So while simplifying this one, this is 200 by 3, right? 200 by 3. And you're quite familiar. What is 1 by 3? 1 by 3 is 33.33%. 1 by 3 into 100, that is 33.33%. Therefore, 2 by 3 into 100, that's equal to 66.66666666, etc. percent. Therefore, we can round up it like this one. This is 66.67%. So that's the answer. First option, 66.67%. Understand that order. So what they are asking? Here 30 as a percentage of 45, we have to express like that. And finally, here the 24th question. A boy buys X at 10 for rupees 1.80 and sells them at 11 for rupees 2. What is his gain or loss percentage? So here it's a rate problem. Whenever we are dealing with similar type of rate problems, first what you have to do, here the cost price of 10 eggs. So we have to write it like this. Cost price of 10 eggs. Here 10 eggs at rupees 1.80. Rupees 1.80. Rupees is there for doing the simplification. You don't want to write that variable forms. So cost price of 10 eggs is 1.80 rupee. Then selling price of 11 of them. Selling price of 11 eggs. Got it? What it is? That is rupees 2. So if you are doing the operations like this is a rate problem. That means he purchased a certain number of eggs at this rate and he sold them all at this rate. Then what will be the profit percentage or loss percentage? For doing these types of all the questions, you just simply multiply these two values and consider that as the cost price. Here this is 1.8 into 11. And for the selling price, which value is representing selling price? So that is 2 into 10. Got it? So these are the values. So that is 1.8 into 11. This is 2 into 10. So what is 1.8 into 11? So here we can simplify these values further. Then after that, if there is any common factor for these values, you can do it. So here I am cancelling this one. This is 0.9. What is 0.9 into 11? That is 9.9. And this is 10. Or again, for the convenience of operations, we can convert it like this. This is equal to 99. Again, we are considering. So this is 100. So this is the way to reach the conclusion through this cross multiplications. We only require the ratio values. And you have to consider this 99. This is the cost price and this is selling price. So then if it is cost price, this is cost price and this is selling price. So what is the variation occurred here? That is the profit or loss. Here that value is 1 more. Therefore that's a case of profit. So therefore what is the profit percentage here? 1 out of 99 into 100%. Here we have to find out what is 1 by 99. So how we can catch it? Anyway, this 1 by 99 is not 1.5%, it's not 0%, it's not 5%. Therefore, the possible such value is 1.01%. Or this is simply 100 by 99. 100 by 99. You just simply divide this 100 by 99, you will get that's equal to 1.01%. So this is the tricky approaching style. So it's a very important understanding, because whenever you will get similar type of question, that's the most quick and smart way to reach the conclusion. And finally, find 40% of 3340. So 40% of 3340. How to find it? So this is 40 into 3340 by 100. That's the usual operation. That's the usual operation. Above these values ends with 0. Therefore, we can get it like this. Or simply that is 4 into 3, 34. 4 into 4, 16. 1 is there. 12 plus 1, 13. 1 is there. 12 plus 1, 13. So the answer is ready. So that's equal to 1336. Correct. So the answer is the last option, 1336. So these are the easiest set of 25 questions from CIT model exam. So hope you have got the basic ideas of these types of operations. And some questions are typical model, means from the previous discussions, you got some of the ideas of these questions. And what's a very important point, you just try to replicate those concepts and ideas in the further set of exams. Like that, you can enhance your skill in these areas.
Welcome back to the logical reasoning questions. Today we'll start from this Venn diagram. That's interesting type of questions we have. So let's take a look at what exactly it is. So here these are cricketers. This triangle, you see, that's cricketers. Let me draw it. So it may not be legible for you, but this is cricketers. And well, second rectangle, that is, we'll go with a different color. Let's go with maybe another color, because that color is not really visible. Let's have blue color. These are wrestlers. And the third rectangle, what we have there, third rectangle, we go for yellow color. And these are magicians. Well, magicians. The question is, cricketers who are wrestlers. Cricketers who are wrestlers, but not magicians. So we'll have an intersection between cricketers and wrestlers, but those who are not magicians. So we have to remove the rectangle of magicians. So what you get is B, beta. So the answer is what? The first one, beta. Second one, the magicians who are wrestlers but not cricketers. The magicians, we are looking at the magicians who are wrestlers. Magicians must be wrestlers but not cricketers. So cricketer part must be removed from that. So it's not cricketers. So the cricketer part removed, then what you get? What you have is magician, and who are wrestlers. So F is the answer, F. Now next one, wrestlers who are cricketers but not magicians. Wrestlers who are cricketers. Cricketers who are wrestlers but not magicians. And wrestlers who are cricketers but not magicians. It's pretty much similar thing. We'll take a look at that. Wrestlers who are cricketers, wrestlers and cricketers, and who are not magicians. So we have to go for B, beta. This one. See that? 26 and 28. Logic is same. The area is same. The question, the wording is slightly different. Cricketers who are wrestlers and wrestlers who are cricketers. Anyhow, that's same thing. Then next one, 29. Magicians who are neither wrestlers nor cricketers. Magicians who are neither wrestlers nor cricketers. That means the people who are only magicians. So that's G. And well, 30. Cricketers who are wrestlers as well as magicians. Cricketers who are wrestlers. So the people who are cricketers are wrestlers and magicians at the same time. So who are they? Well, cricketers, wrestlers and magicians. A D. So D is the answer. That's pretty simple question. You just look at it and trace out the area, what exactly the item, what you have in the question. So here, this case, cricketers who are wrestlers but not magicians, you identify the area, then that would be the answer. 31. If man is written as NZM. Okay, so let's take a look at what it's coding, decoding type question. So man is NZM. So M and N, so that's plus 1. A and Z minus 1. A can be taken as 27, and this is 26. That's possible. So minus 1, so this is N, this is 14, this is 13, so minus 1. So plus 1, minus 1, minus 1. And well, girl. What's the code for? Girl. We have plus 1, minus 1, and minus 1. Up to that, we have here in this code, we have 3 letters. Here we have 3 letters as well. But the 4th letter, what would be that? Is it like plus 1 or minus 1? That's an interesting question here. So plus 1 or minus 1. So we start from plus 1, then 2 minuses, then next one can be a plus. Or it is, we started from a plus, then it could be 3 minuses. If it is 3 minuses, then what would be the answer? Let's check it out. So we have G plus 1, H. I minus 1, H. R minus 1. Well, we have Q. And L minus 1 must be K. So that's one of the answers. The other answer possibility we have is girl. So it could be plus 1, then minus 1, minus 1. Exactly that we have in the previous pattern. That means man. And the next one could be plus 1 as well. So in that case, we have H, Q, and L plus 1 is M. So HHQM. Do you have the HHQM answer? No, we don't have that. The only answer we have is HHQK. So that is the answer we have for this question. Actually, you know what? HHQK and HHQM. If HHQK can be the answer, HHQM is a possibility as well. So be aware of it. Just in case, if you have a question, if you don't have HHQK given, instead of that HHQM is given, then the answer must be HHQM. However, in this question, instead of these answer choices, if they give the answer choice something like this, HHQK. Second one, RTIO. RTIO. And the third one, let's say, given as HHQM. And the last answer choice is given as either A or C. Either A or C. In that case, you know what the answer is? HHQK can be the answer, HHQM can be the answer. So the answer must be either A or C. But in this case, we don't have such confusions. The answer is HHQK. Next one. If light is called dark, dark is called green, green is called blue, etc. So then what is the color of the blood? Well, color of the blood, everybody knows that it's red. So red is called white. Red is called white. So what is the answer? White. Simple question. Now we go forward. Next one. 33. 5, 15, 35, 75, 155. I believe we have done this question earlier. Anyhow, this is the pattern. 5 plus 10 is 15, 10 plus 20 is 35, 35 plus 40 is 75, 75 plus 80. So next one must be 10 into 2, 20, 20 into 2, 40, 40 into 2, 80, 80 into 2, 160. So next difference is 160. 155 plus 160. 160 plus 160, 320, right? So 155 plus 160, that means 315. So the answer is here. Next one, 34. 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 8. Okay, what is that? 2, 2, 4. 2 into 1 is 2. 2 into 2 is 4. 4 into 1 is 4. Then 4 into 2 must be 8, but actually it is given as 6. So that pattern doesn't work. So let's try it. 2, 2, 4, 4, 6, 8, and what is next? So these kind of confusing numbers, if you have like 2 is repeated, 4 is repeated, all those kind of possibilities, you may think of any kind of like pattern in between, like 2 plus 0 is 2, then 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 0 is 6, then 6 plus 2 is 8, then 8, sorry, this is plus 0, this is plus 2, this is plus 0 again. So it's 0, 2, then again 0, then it's 2, good, and next one must be 0. So 6 plus 0, 8 must be 0, but we don't have 0 here, we have 8 there, so that doesn't work. And what is the next possibility we have? Next one, what we are looking for is like alternate series. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8. So 2, 2, 4, 4, 6. Okay, we have one more 8 that is given in the question. Okay, it's fine. So one more 8 is given in the question, so we need to go for the next number. So this one, 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8. Good. How about the next number? We'll try that pattern. I'll go with a different color. So 2 into 2 is 4, or 2 plus 2 is 4. Then 4 into 2 is 8. So 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into 2 is 8. So next one must be 8 into 2. 8 into 2 must be 16. So the answer is 16 here. Okay, next one. Number 35. Christine travels 20 kilometers to the north and turns left. So Christine travels 20 kilometers to the north. So let's say he started traveling from this point 20 kilometers to the north. So after reaching that point, this is the starting point, he reached north. Then he turns left and travels 8 kilometers. So 8 kilometers. And then again he turns right and covers another 10 kilometers. From here he turns right. So that means he goes this way. Covers 10 kilometers. And then he turns right again. From this point he turns right again and travels another 8 kilometers. So now he reached over here. How far is he from the starting point? So this is the final destination. How far is from the starting point? So from starting point, this is 20 and this part is 10. So this is 10 as well. So straight line distance. From here to here, it's 20. 20 plus 10, so that's 30. So 30 kilometers. So that's the answer. Simple question, straightforward question. Number 36. ADEIJO. So we'll take a look at that. A and E. So A is 1, E is 5. So 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 6 is 16. 16 plus 7. So it's plus 1, plus 2, plus 4, plus 5, plus 6. This one is plus 7. So ultimately, P plus 7. P is 16. 16 plus 7. That must be 23. So the first letter of the answer is W. So how many answers with W? We have 2 answers with W, 2 answer choices. So that means we need to get the second letter as well. Second letter, D and I. So 4 and 9. 4 plus 5 is 9. I and O. So I plus 6. 9 plus 6 is 15. 15 and 22. That means plus 7. And next one must be plus 8. So that means V plus 8. V is 22. 22 plus 8 is 30. 30 means D. So WD is the answer. W, first letter W, second letter D. Now, question number 37. We have XY. Then we have Q. Then ZA. So XY, next letter is Z, next letter, if you continue, A, Then we have, after A, we have B and C. Then we have D, E. So that means the first two letters of the answer is F and G. So how many answer choice with F and G? There's only one answer choice. So that means you don't need to check for anything else. That's the answer, F, G, U. Now how come that U is the last letter? Look at this part. This is Q, R, S, T, and next one must be U. So F, G, U. That's the answer. Now 38. It says that P plus Q means P is the mother of Q. And P divided by Q means this is division. P divided by Q. Means P is the daughter of Q. And P minus Q means P is the sister of Q. Then which of the following represents A is the husband of B? A is the husband of B. So let's take a look at that. B plus A means first answer choice. B plus A. B plus A means B is the mother of A. So B is the mother of A. And what we need here, A is the husband of B. So A must be the husband of B. So this case, what you have is B is the mother of Q. So that means B is the mother of A. B is the mother of A. That means A cannot be the husband of B. So first one cannot be the answer. Second one, B divided by A. So B divided by A means B is the daughter of A. So B is the daughter of A. So P divided by Q means P is the daughter of Q. So then B divided by A means the first one, B must be the daughter of A. B must be the daughter of A. And if B is the daughter of A, then A plus N. A plus N means A is the mother of N. So A must be the mother of N as well. So in this case, A and B, look at the relation. That is not husband and wife relation here. A is the mother of B, right? So that doesn't work. Now, B plus N. So B plus N means P plus Q means B is the mother of Q. B plus N means B is the mother of N. Okay, so B is the mother of N. And N divided by A means N is the daughter of A. So N must be the daughter of A. So N is a female, N is the daughter of A. So B is the mother, and at the same time N is the daughter of A as well. So A is the father. So that relationship clearly says that A is the husband of B. Yes, B is a female, A is the male. So A is the husband of B. So this is the relation. Third answer choice. So for these kind of questions, the best way to deal with this question is verify each answer choice until you get the answer and correct answer. So it's called trial and error method. Next one, 39. The question 3, of which of the following represents B is the son of F? So B is the son of F. So B plus C. Do you remember the relation B plus C? B plus C, well, B is the mother of C. B is the mother of C. And B divided by F means B divided by F means B is the daughter of F. So B is the daughter of F. And F minus D means F is the sister of D. F is the sister of D. So, well, F is the sister of D. So that's a first answer choice. What we are looking for, which of the following represents B is the son of F? B, this case, B is the daughter, right? B is a female. That cannot be the answer. Now we go for the second answer choice. Second answer choice, F minus C. So what is minus? This is what? F is the sister of C. F minus C means F is the sister of C. F is the sister of C. And C plus D means, well, what is that? C plus D? That means C is the mother of D. So C is the mother of D. And next one, D divided by B. So what is division? D is the daughter of B, right? So D is the daughter of B. So that means B is the father of D. So B is the son of F. This case, B cannot be the son of F. So next one, answer choice 3. We'll take a look at that. F plus B. F plus B is what? F is the mother of B, right? F plus B. Look at the relation, F plus B. F plus B means F is the mother of B. Then next one is B divided by C. So B divided by C. B divided by C means B is the daughter of C. B is the daughter of C. B is a female, B is the daughter of C. And B is the son of F. So this case, B is a female, we cannot say B is the son of F. And the next answer choice, we have none of this. All right, so A cannot be the answer. B is the daughter. And second case, I have a doubt on the second answer choice. We'll check it once again. So third cannot be the answer. Well, we check out the second one. F minus C. So that's interesting. F minus C is F is the sister of C. F is the sister of C. And C plus D means C is the mother of D. C is the mother of D. Well, C plus D means C is the mother of D. And the next one here we have D divided by B. So D divided by means D divided by B means D is the daughter of B. D must be the daughter of B. So D is the daughter of B. So that means B must be a male because D is the child of C and B. So C and B are married. So B is a male. What we are looking for, B is the son of F. So this case, B is not the son of F. So the answer must be none of this. In a certain code language, rain coded as water, water is coded as air, air is coded as food, food is coded as computer. So then what will be the code for the thing that satisfies our hunger? So in this, our hunger is satisfied only by the item which is given here is food, right? So food is the answer. And air is coded as food and food is coded as computer. Food is coded as computer. So in order to mean food, then you have to use the word computer. So computer is the answer. Now 41. In a certain code language, tractor is coded as VTCE. Tractor is VTCEVQT. At a glance, you can see that the pattern here, T plus 2, T is 20, V is 22, so that is plus 2. R plus 2 is T, A plus 2 is C, C plus 2 is E. So it's plus 2 pattern. So if that is the case, what's the code for genuine? Genuine, when you code it as G, when you code it, G become I plus 2. E become what? G, IG. And look at the answer choice. All the answer choices are starting from IG. So next, N is coded as P and U is coded as W. So IGPW, this is correct, this is not correct. IGPW, this is correct. IGPW, this is correct. So far we have 3 answer choices going with IGPW. And I is coded as K. IGPWK, then this is P, then it is G. So IGPWK, this is PH, that doesn't work. IGPWKPG, this is good. So this is LPG, that doesn't work. So KPG is the answer. So third answer choice. Next one. This one seems to be interesting. Directions for questions 42 to 46, the questions on the basis of the following letter series. So A, B, C, D, then we have 5. So E is coded as 5, then F, G, H, I is 9, then J, K, L, M, N, O is 15, then P, Q, R, here this is S. So S is given as 16. Instead of 19, it is given as 16. Then T, U, V, V is 22, that's correct, W, X, Y, Z. So this is what it is given to us. The question, if the above letters are written in the reverse order, then which letter will be the 16th letter from the left? If it is in the reverse order, that means this letter would be the first letter from the left. So which would be the 16th letter from the left? So 16th letter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? 13, 14, 15, 16. So J. J is the answer. Next one. Same directions given here. Question is different. Which letter or number is 5th to the left of the 19th letter from the right of A? So we need to take the 19th letter from the right of A, and we need to take the 5th letter to the left of that. The best way to deal with this question is, if it is 19th letter to the right means, so we take it as anytime when we go right it increases, so plus 19. Anytime we go right we take it as plus, so plus 19, and 5th to the left, so that means when you go left it decreases, so we take it as minus. So plus 19 minus 5. So when you add it up, what do you get? Plus 14. So plus 14, that would be the letter we are looking for. From where? From A. So A, 14 from A. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So O is the answer. Instead of O, which is given us 15. So 15 is the answer. So A is the first letter, right? So we need to find the 14th letter from A. So it's plus 14. 19 minus 5 is plus 14. So since it is plus, we are supposed to go right. So A is 1. 1 plus 14 is 15. So that 15th position, that is 15 itself. Now next one. Which letter or number is 9th to the left of the 14th letter from your left? Okay. So we need to take which letter. We need to find which letter is 9th to the left. So 9th to the left is minus 9. 9 to the left of the 14th letter from your left hand. So from your left hand, which is a 14th letter. From your left hand, you cannot go left. From the left hand, you have to go right. So 14th letter from your left hand must be plus 14. So plus 14 minus 9, when you add it up, what you get is plus 5. So plus 5 from where? What is given here? From your left hand. So that is what it is given. So 9th letter to the left of the 14th letter from your left hand. So 14th letter from your left hand, that is 14. Then you have to go 9 places to the left from that. So ultimately, minus 9 plus 14 is plus 5. So we have to go what? 5 places from the left hand. So this is the left hand, 5 places. So this is the answer. 5. Now, which of the following would replace the question mark? Okay, so this question mark is not supposed to be there. It is not required. So which of the following would replace the question mark in AC5, G9K, M15Q, etc. So if you look at this, A, C, 5. So 1, 3, 5. This is 7, G is 7, 7, 9, 11. And M is 13, 13, 15, 17. So which set of letters and numbers would replace that question mark? So 1, 3, 5, 5, then 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17. Next one must be 19, 21, 23. So here 19 is given as what? 16. So the answer must be 16. So 21 is given as U and 23 is given as W. So 16 UW is the answer. 16 UW. Always remember, the 16 is a bit confusing. It is supposed to be 19 in normal case, but they have given it as 16. So you have to take it as 16 itself. You are not supposed to, as a candidate, we are not supposed to correct the question. Question may be wrong, but we are not supposed to correct. According to this given question, the answer is what? 16 UW. And there is no answer choice starting from 19, right? So there is no such possibility. So they have deliberately given it as 16. It is not the error in the question. They have deliberately given as 16. So the answer is 16 UW. Next one, 46. Which letter is between the 7th letter from the left and the 11th letter from the right? Okay. So 7th letter from the left. So this is the 7th letter from the left. So G. And 11th letter from the right. 11th letter from the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 15. And how many letters are in between that? We'll check it out. H, then 9, J, K, L, M, N, and this is O. So these are the letters in between. The question is, which letter is between 7th letter from the left and 11th letter from the right? So which is in between? Between means exactly in between. So there are many letters in between, but among the answer choice, we have only one choice in each case. So we have to select the letter exactly in the middle. So which is exactly in the middle? K. So K is the answer. Next one. Another interesting set of questions. Choose the Venn diagram which best illustrates the relationship between the three given classes. What are the three given classes? Banana, mango, and fruits. Okay, that's pretty simple. Banana, mango, and fruits. We know that banana is a fruit and mango is a fruit. So ultimately, banana and mango must be inside the circle. I mean, in the fruit circle. So fruit is outer circle and banana and mango are inside. So this is banana, this is mango, and this is its fruit. Next one. These are the questions, we call it what? Syllogism questions or deduction type of questions. So let's take a look at this. All paintings are beautiful, all photos are paintings. And we have two conclusions. Let's draw the diagram. All paintings are beautiful, all photos are paintings. So all photos are paintings. Paintings. And all paintings are beautiful. All paintings are beautiful. So this is what it is given to us. Now conclusion. All beautiful are paintings. All beautiful are paintings. Not at all. All paintings are beautiful, but all beautiful are not paintings. So it's a positive conclusion, invalid for the basic diagram, so it doesn't follow. Second one, all paintings are photos. All paintings are photos. Well, all photos are paintings. All paintings are not photos. So that means positive conclusion, invalid for basic diagram, doesn't follow. So both conclusions do not follow. So the answer is neither conclusion 1 nor 2 follows. Next one. Some cats are rats, no rat is a bat. So let's draw the basic diagram. Some cats are rats, some cats are rats. And no rat is a bat. So no rat is a bat. So there is no intersection between rat and bat. Now look at the conclusions. Some bats are not cats. Some bats are not cats. It's correct. However, it's negative. Conclusion is negative. If negative conclusion is valid, what we have to do is negate it. When you negate it, some bats are not cats. When you negate it, all bats are cats. So all bats has to go inside cats. So when you draw a new diagram, all bats must be inside cats. If all bats are inside cats, is that okay? So the bats are not supposed to intersect with the rats. So in this case, bats are here. The bats are not intersecting with the rats. Bats are intersecting with the cats. That's okay. However, bats are not intersecting with the rats. So that means new diagram exists. If new diagram exists, that means original conclusion doesn't follow. New diagram exists. Original conclusion doesn't follow. That's what we have done earlier. And of course, if you need further explanation on that, you may look at this YouTube channel, the Walnut Training. Walnut Training YouTube. You can just Google it, Walnut Training YouTube. This is a supporting channel I use to provide all this kind of material, especially in this that is related with deductions or syllogism. There are 9 videos for deductions alone. There are many other videos, around 80, 90 videos are there. But these 9 videos are dedicated for deductions or syllogism. So you may take a look at deduction number 4. That's the negative conclusions. So if you have any kind of confusion, you can take a look at that. What is it? Deduction 4. Where? The Walnut Training YouTube. Okay, so this case, the diagram exists, so the conclusion doesn't follow. Now, second conclusion, some rats are not cats. Some rats are not cats. Again, we have to go back to the basic diagram. In this case, we have changed the diagram. We brought that bats into the cats. But when you go for the second conclusion, we need to get rid of that bats from here. So I'll just try to get rid of it. Okay, so that's a basic diagram. Bats are still here. Now we look at the diagram. Now look at the second conclusion. Some rats are not cats. Some rats are not cats. That's correct. Some rats. Look at that. Some of the rats here. They are not cats. So some rats are not cats. It's valid. However, it's negative. If it's negative, we have to negate it. Some not. Some rats are not cats. When you negate it, all rats are cats. All rats are cats. So if all rats go inside cats, is that okay? The restriction which is given to us is rats cannot intersect with the bats. But in this case, all the rats are going inside cats. So all rats are cats. When you negate it, all rats are cats. All rats go inside cats. Perfectly all right. So that means new diagram exists. Origin conclusion doesn't follow. So both conclusions do not follow. As I have mentioned earlier, any confusion on negative conclusions, look at this. Alright, so both conclusions do not follow. The answer is neither conclusion 1 nor 2 follows. Number 50. Some whites are black and no whites are green. Some whites are black. No whites are green. So there is no intersection between white and green. So this diagram indicates that white cannot intersect with a green and green cannot intersect with a white. At the same time, green may intersect with a black. Green may intersect. So if there is a possibility of green intersecting with a black. But at the basic diagram, green is not intersecting with a black, but green may intersect with a black. So that is what it is. Now conclusion. Some whites are green. Some whites are green. Not at all. So it is invalid. Positive conclusion. Invalid means it doesn't follow. Second one. Some whites are not green. Well, look at that. Some whites over here, they are not green. That's correct. However, it's negative. Negative is valid means we have to negate it. When you negate it, all whites are green. So all whites go inside the green. So well, white and green cannot intersect. How come this all whites go inside the green? It's not possible at all. So that means when you draw the diagram of negated conclusion, all whites are green, all whites go inside the green is not possible. New diagram doesn't exist. So original conclusion follows. So ultimately, answer for this question is only 2 follows. So the answer choice is this one, only 1 follows. Second answer choice, only 2 follows. So 2 is the answer. Only 2 follows. So these are the questions for the day. I hope you have got an idea about different items which comes under logical reasoning. So keep on doing it, and at the same time try to improve your speed. Each time when you deal with this kind of questions, try to improve your speed. Okay, keep on doing it until we meet next time. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.